And welcome back to What If. It is a continuation of What If Goku Had a Sister, Part 2. So last time on the Dragon Ball Z What If Goku had a sister? Him and Goku, Goku and Maze, his sister, had just, gone through basically the Emperor Pilaf arc, and, they met back up with Grandpa Gohan. Grandpa Gohan suggested, you know what, Roshi decided to offer you to train, let's go train. So it'd be fun to go see old Master Roshi again. So that's where we left off, meeting him on the island. Now, real quick, just to address some not even concerns, some thoughts some people had about why I made Maze the way I did power-wise. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I had put Maze at around 40 or so when it was all said and done. And she's stronger than Goku as it stands. Some people were saying I should have put her more like around 500, 400 or something like that for a low-class warrior. But the problem is Gine might have been that strong. That sounds like an area of power Gine might have been in. But Maze is only 5 in this case, or 4. How did I put her? 4 or 5? Because she said, Radz is 8 years older than Goku. And I put her at half the age. She's 4, so she's 14. So at 4, I really don't think she would have been that strong. She would not have been in the hundreds. She frankly would have been lucky to just be at 100, I think, at the age of 4. But that said, I can see the understanding why, later on in the series. But the problem is, at 14 years old, in theory, she could have been at around 400, or maybe a bit stronger than that. Because, like I said, I put her somewhere in between. She doesn't have as much innate potential as Goku, but she has more than Raditz. So, in theory, she should actually be stronger at 14 than 400. But, besides formal training from Grandpa Gohan, there hasn't been a lot of combat scenarios for Maze to be a part of. Specifically, there hasn't been a lot in the way of, Zenkai boosts for them. So, I think where I have them at right now, Goku's sitting right around 100, and Maze is right around, I think, 100. No, right now, Goku's at 8. Sorry, it's been a little while. It's been a whole week since I did this video. Goku's at 80. Gine's at... I keep saying Gine. God damn it. Maze is at 100. So, they go over to Roshi's. And they meet Krillin there, who's, is like, no, I wanted to be trained. Or, excuse me, I can't do a young Krillin, so I'm just going to do a bridge Krillin. No, I want to be trained. Look, I have pervy magazines. I was like, that's true, he does. So Gine's just like, I keep saying Gine. Maze is just things like, well, I could. Maze doesn't want to flash her tits to him, but she's like, I could. God, I mean, Bulma degrade herself so much at that point. I could just kick your ass, old man, if you don't do it. It's like, well, that seems. Well, I don't know about that, little one. I mean. You really think you can take on the great Master Roshi? I mean, that's not the bad. And then Maze. You gotta forgive me. For some reason, I keep doing that. Maze is going to, kind of flares up a bit of anger and says, well, seeing as I did kind of promise you last time, I suppose I could take all 3 of you on as students. It's like, yeah! Now, I'll say this. Maze, got it right this time, it kind of has it has a weird mix of Bardock and Gine's personality. She enjoys a good fight, but she doesn't go out of her way to, really strive for combat like Goku eventually does. So, I see her not, taking the training seriously, but more in just terms of self-betterment, not for really, fighting opponents. Whereas Krillin and Goku definitely did that. So, and I'm saying Goku, but it's Kakarot. So, in terms of actual, dialogue, it will be Kakarot. So, their training will go down. In terms of, how strong they get, we know Goku, after his training, was around 100 in terms of power level. That's Daisenshu. That's actual official. At 80, his power, along with being able to train with his sister and training with Krillin would also have a bit more of a boost than he does in this the original version. I would put Goku, or Kakarot in this case, at a solid 150. I think that's good. And put Maze right around 180. Or no, I'd go a little lower than that. I'd say around, because once you're stronger, it's hard to get stronger. You need more serious training, better opponents, all that. right around like the 165. She's still stronger than Goku, but that gap is quickly filling out. And Goku, I think, is still the naturally better fighter of the two of them. As we learn throughout the series, he's a Saiyan warrior, and he seems just naturally at home on the battlefield. So when the World Martial Arts Tournament rolls around, a lot of it goes the same, and I actually think Guinea doesn't. I don't think Maze participates in the tournament. It's like, well, wait, you're not going to participate? Since what? Kakarot, I will be honest. Fighting is fun, but it's not something I truly wish to, make my life stead. I remember Mom before her passing wasn't really big a fighter herself. I think I take a little bit more after her. I'm not against getting stronger, but I think I'm going to leave the fighting to you guys from now on. All right? Don't worry. If you always need a training partner, though, your big sister will always be there. It's like, well, okay, thanks, sis. Just sucks you're not going to be in the tournament. It's okay. Now kick their butts, Kakarot. Right. So most of all the fights go the same. Krillin fares a bit better against Jackie Chun than he does, but still loses. Now Goku at this form at 150 versus Roshi's roughly speaking, 138. Granted, by Super, I'm certain that base went up quite a bit because we know he's been training. Hell, he was able to at least hold off Frost for a while, who is not as strong as Frieza, and a Frieza equivalent from another universe. Excuse me 1 second. I just lost my train of thought there. Sorry. So Roshi is going to be on the bench. Now, Roshi's still a much more experienced fighter. He's got more techniques at his disposal. So he can definitely keep Goku at bay a bit better. Unfortunately, we again have the whole issue where he sees the moon, turns into the Ozaru form, which is much stronger in this version. And Roshi, has to make that breakneck choice. Luckily, again, they have Guinea there. Now, actually, at the same time, I need to backtrack real quick on that. There's a possibility that Goku glances and notices the moon, but he chooses not to look at and transform. There's that possibility. But remember, the scenario that caused that to happen was he kind of got laid out by Roshi for a bit, and then he was staring straight up. So I think that happens with like a beam stroke, a Kamehameha blast, and he unfortunately sees Roshi. Now, before Roshi has a chance to blow the moon up, Guinea again gets in the way. It's like, girl, what are you doing there? It's like, go, Kakarot, please. He's about to crush his sister, but then again, he sees his sister, and for some reason, his sister is the only thing at the moment that can get through to him mentally. So, yes, that's right, Kakarot. It's your sister. You need to calm down. And, he powers back down. And while powering back down, there's this brief glimmer of a form that catches I almost did it again. Catches Maze's eye. But it's only for a few brief seconds. Like, Kakarot's covered in hair, but not all of it. And then he goes back down to his other, his original form. What was that form, you may ask? What do you think that form may be? That I may be implying later on down the series. Because so far the only way we know to get to that form is technically flux waves, but they never stated that's the only way you get to that form. So that's my little loophole to get to that form. But we digress. We'll get to that form later on in the series when we get to that form later down the series. Anyway, Goku, or Kakarot, as you may call him in this version, calms down. They get him new clothes. The fight continues. Now, Kakarot is still stronger than Roshi, but again, Roshi used that, my legs were longer so I could dig in deeper. Basically, Roshi was the better strategist in this. So he still, I think, wins, but it's a harder win for him because Kakarot takes a lot out of him. So everything works out fine, dandy, well. They use up the prize money at the dinner. So then you go into the Red Ribbon Army arc. Now, most of this would go about the same, except that Maze is there to aid Goku. So honestly, it goes a bit smoother, if you're going to be honest. I usually just kind of skirt through the Red Ribbon Army arc just because there's not a lot. I mean, there's not a great deal that happens that much. If everything leads up to the a conclusion it did in the series, I really don't focus on it very much. Because really, there's not a lot that would change. If we end up with the Red Ribbon Army being defeated and not getting the Dragon Balls, then there's not really anything worth noting about that. Except for the fact the arc goes a bit easier because Maze is there and is a little bit stronger than Goku. So let's honestly just cut to the next World Martial Arts tournament. Because of extra training, all their experiences, Goku has hit probably that one. He's a little stronger than what he originally was because he was tied for TN at 180. We'll put him to 190 in this case. And again, Maze, I think honestly right now Maze has improved a little bit. Maze is probably right around 190 as well. I think at this point, she and Kakarot are tied. So again, Maze is choosing not to participate. She's just watching from afar. All the fights go about the same except the final fight where Kakarot takes on Tien. That fight goes about the same except Goku or Kakarot does hold a very slight edge. Sadly, the scenario that plays out with the Kamehamehas in the sky and Goku getting hit by the truck, that happens. So Kakarot gets hit by the truck. Tien wins by default. Then we cut over to the King Piccolo arc. Now, the King Piccolo arc is where things maybe start to take a turn. Because I don't think it's Krillin who goes to get Goku's power pole. That's the thing. By the way, yes, he did go to see Korin and all that. There was that. Because that's something that happens in the Red Ribbon Army arc that, take care of that real quick. He did go to see Korin. And I think Maze and him also went to see Korin. Both went to see Korin. So, with the King Piccolo, I think it's Maze who goes to get the Power Ball. Now, Maze is just as strong as Goku. And if I'm getting my power levels right, Dragon Ball power levels. 1 second here. Oh, there we go. Dragon Ball power levels. I don't think any of King Piccolo's minions were anywhere near that strong. Let's the power levels. So let's see here. Okay, here we go. The King Piccolo arc. Tambourine, drum, and piano. Whoa. Okay, there's no way that can be right. There's no way Tambourine was 340. Okay, I don't care if it's official. Movie 6, that's the problem. It's a movie 6 pamphlet. The movie's, that's bull. Sorry, right there. Bull, Oni. Sorry, no, not buying that. Yeah, I'm really not buying it because the Daisenshu actually has legitimate power levels for these guys. But yeah, so like Daisenshu has Goku and King Piccolo's power level, but it does not have. But yeah, Tambourine 340, please no. These guys, so I have to believe they were much, because Goku still got his butt kicked when he originally tried to fight them, but it's because he was hungry. So I can't believe that they were as strong as Goku at that point. However, I do think Maze because they can sense strong fighter. They can probably sense strong fighters. So Maze does go get powerful. I think was it Tambourine who killed Krillin? I believe it was. Tambourine comes. Unfortunately, he's not realizing how strong Maze is right off the bat. And Maze actually soundly kicks his butt. And to which Goku's like, oh, sis, what's wrong? I was like, it's this weird green guy tried to attack me, but I had to take him out. I was like, wait, take him out? I was like, oh no, he's not dead. I left him alive. And then Tambourine actually goes, King Piccolo, why are you here? I don't actually know what King Piccolo sounds like. I haven't watched Dragon Ball in eons. Why are you here? What have you come with goodness? No, I tried to take out the one, a powerful warrior, but she overwhelmed me. She's much stronger than the rest of them. It's like, I see. So you're saying you failed me, my child? It's like, yes, but I will make it up to you. But there's no need. I will take care of this myself. Well, yes. Now go rest, Tambourine. Thank you, King Piccolo. That's much grace as a boom. Enjoy your eternal rest. And so King Piccolo goes out. Now, initially he went to find the Dragon Ball, but I think because there was a warrior strong enough to take on Tambourine, who was one of the strongest ones, he's like, who is this person? So, he goes out, and he's also looking for the Dragon Balls as well. And Goku just happens to have one. Or Kakarot happens to have one. But granted, he doesn't have it with him. It's in the possession of Grandpa Gohan. So he goes to get Grandpa Gohan, and I think this is where Grandpa Gohan gets killed. So they go back to see him visit Grandpa Gohan, find him dead, and the Dragon Ball gone, and now they're like, ah, rage out. So, they go to find and they're able to use the Dragon Radar to find it. It's like, oh, I see. So you must be the young lady that Tambourine spoke of. I can see, yes, you're much stronger than the other peons of this planet. So, and who's this? He seems equally as powerful. And it's like, you killed Grandpa Gohan! So, it's like, and then, they try to take him on. They fare a little bit better against him in this version, because they're stronger than Goku was in the canon. But they still ultimately lose, although because they're two individuals of 190, they are able to actually put King Piccolo on the back burner for a little bit, because it's two-on-one is a much harder fight than just one-on-one. So, they still lose. They're not killed. They go see Korn again. They give him the Ultra Divine Water. They both go up. I think Goku just has a naturally higher, or much naturally more innate power than Maze does. So, sorry, it's a little warm here for some reason. I have the fan on. So, Goku and then Maze go back. They avenge Grandpa Gohan, but they do still spit out the egg of King Piccolo, or Piccolo Jr., Piccolo that we know. Piccolo survives, basically. In terms of power, Guinea's only like 230, whereas Goku, I think, is like 240 or something like that. And I don't know why. It is actually really hot in here for some reason right now. And again, I have the fan going. Huh. A little stuffy in here, too, if I'm going to be honest. Maybe that's the problem. So, King Piccolo is gone, but Piccolo's, there. And he destroyed the dragon again, so they got to go to Kami. They both go up there, see Kami. Goku is the one who reacts first, or Kakarot's the one who reacts first. And unfortunately, he gets his butt kicked again, and then they say, this is Kami, the other half. It's like, oh, what? And it's like, yes, I am Kami. And then, basically, it's a question of, does Kakarot and Maze train with Kami for years, or is it just Kakarot who's up there for years? I think Maze trains for a while, or if not the whole time. I do think she sticks with Kakarot so they can improve together. And then you have basically the years they spend on Kami's lookout, which leads into the final martial arts when they come back. Again, Guinea, I keep doing it. Why don't I keep going with Guinea? Maze doesn't participate in the tournament. It's just not her thing. Kakarot does participate in the tournament. So, you do have him, fighting. Now, power-wise, I'm going to put him just at a solid between at least at his base, around 320. It'd be above 300, I think, because he has Guinea. I keep doing that. Why do I keep saying Guinea? Probably because Guinea actually exists and Maze is a made-up character. Maze is, at this point, weaker than Goku. He is, or she is. Weaker than Kakarot. She's probably only around 300, whereas he's around 320. And at full power, around 350, versus maybe... No, I think she's at full... That'd be her full power. So like 280, full power 320, 320, full power 350. So when we get to the final fight between Kakarot and Piccolo Jr., or Ma Jr. as he's known as, it goes much more in Goku's favor, although Piccolo does play dirty, take out a couple limbs. He still ends up beating Piccolo pretty soundly. Kami's about to take him out, but ultimately they said, oh no, the Dragon Balls, no, we can't do that. If the Piccolo dies, then Kami dies, and then Dragon Balls go. Likewise, shouldn't be noted that Roshi, Tien, everyone who died were brought back by the Dragon Balls, including Grandpa Gohan. So, that pretty much ends it there, but the question quickly becomes, do Goku and Chi-Chi kind of hook up? Do they, have a family? I don't think so. Because Maze was there to kind of let Goku know what he was, or Kakarot know what he was getting into in that whole, the wife comment, it's not the same scenario. Plus, someone made a good point that I don't know if Chi-Chi would be quite as enamored with Goku. If anything, she'd be more enamored with Maze because there's another strong female in her circle. So because of that, I don't. She may still participate in the martial arts tournament, and Goku might kick her butt, or Kakarot might kick her butt. But I think she's more impressed with Maze and just how strong a woman can be in this world, and she sees her a bit more as a role model. So I'd actually see that, and I think you'd actually have Chi-Chi there. I think Chi-Chi still wants to be a mother, but it'd be a Chi-Chi who's more happy being as a fighter at this point than a family person, a wife or a mother. Although she still may want to do that at some point. Goku, meanwhile, he's fine. I mean, Bulma's dating Yamcha at this point, so and they really have. I don't think they've really bonded that much compared to some of the other versions that we've done. So Kakarot's frankly just content being Kakarot, just doing his thing, living his life. Which brings us, frankly, to the close of Part 2. Close of Part 2 is the close of the Dragon Ball saga going into Dragon Ball Z. Where are we going to go from there? Well, we'll have to find out. Thanks for watching, though. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, Superior Magic, what if, anything to do with the channel. Put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Later.